Hi guys, welcome to the live stream. And I'm just putting together the airbrush. I did give it a quick clean. So I hope you had a really nice weekend. And today we are back with Monday and with a new project as well. This is Omni from Invincible. And this sculpture is from Lionheart Forge. You can find them on My Mini Factory. I did leave a link in the description, so if you're interested in the model, go and check it out. I'm going to show it off a little bit in a couple of seconds. Oh, hi, Master Blade. How are you? So I'm going to show off the model a bit, really quick. So I have the two legs over here. I still have to finish sanding up a little bit of the holes on it. And then the boot's going to be white. And then they have the arms, the fists. Those are going to be red. And now here's the body. And I hope all of you can see. So I really like how the musculature and everything it's done on this. This is a new artist that I came across. Hi Simi, how are you? And it's a really cool sculpt. I did have to do some modifying on the sculpture a little bit, not too much. And especially I had to do a little bit modifying on the back over here. I did remove this his part of his boot, technically part of his leg. And that's kind of what and I did modify a little bit the cut over here on his hips. The cut was it went straight across here, so I cut it around really nicely and then just put everything together. And mostly this was the modifying things that I did. And I did, as I said, with the cape. So usually Omni-Man has a really nice small cape. I don't like capes. This one has a huge cape, and I actually really like it. So I'm looking forward to do it. Now, as you can see here, I cut this one out. The cut was going across the cape over here. Oh, hi Ron, how are you? I hope you're feeling well. I'm not sure if you already went to the doctor or you're going to go to the doctor, but I wish you all the best, buddy. So the cut was made over here across. So I cut this out from the back, and for the first time that I'm attempting to do a cape with magnets, and it kind of works. So as you can see, it has one of the magnets over here, and the magnet is inside the cape. So when I put on the cape, the chest stays up, so the magnet doesn't let it to fall out. Now I still have to improve on this technique. I think two magnets will be a little bit better. Again, it was the last minute thing that I came up with the magnet. So, but again, as you can see, I am holding it kind of upside down, and it doesn't fall off. So yeah, I'm happy how this one's gonna come out. Again, I never saw anyone doing magnets on the cape. I know this looks ugly in the back. In the worst case scenario, I can always still glue this one in here, but for shipping reasons, I think this will work really good. Oh, okay. Okay, I hope you're okay. I hope everything is well. So this is going to be Omni-Man, and I'm going to start working on it. Now I did let it spin a little bit Jean Grey in the background. If some of you guys are curious how it came out, and here we have the base for Omni-Man. And I have to say, I really like this base. It's a really simple base. It should be some clouds, and he's taking flight off. Now, as you may come across on the camera as well, over here, as you can see, it's a little bit more crystal clear, and here has a little bit yellowish to it. So all of it looked like this, my print, but then I filled in, because the print was hollow, so I filled in the print with some artist epoxy resin, and that was saying that is going to dry crystal clear, but as you can see, it did dry a little bit yellow. Now, this part over here, the back part, it's missing the the infill of the resin, the artist resin, as you can see over here as well. You can see the marks. There are same marks over here, but as soon as you fill it in, all of the marks disappear. So everything becomes one kind of in a way. Uh, as you can see over here, I don't know how much the camera will pick it up, but it was some ugly, really ugly artifacting inside the print. But as you can see over here, once I filled it in with resin, the whole thing just disappeared. So I did order some more of the artist resin, and it's an epoxy resin. Basically, you mix the A and B together. I'm gonna make a hole over here on the bottom, and I'm just gonna fill up the rest of it. So all of it is gonna be as one. I did have to fill in again. I just didn't like how the hollowed out resin looked. Now this is a really heavy piece, and I didn't want to print it as solid piece because I was not sure if actually the supports can hold it up. It's quite big of a piece, and it's quite chunky on the sides. And another thing that what I had a problem, Nolan. His name is Nolan, but he's Omni-Man. It was really heavy on the backside because of the cape. Now I did hollow out the cape, but the cape is still heavy. Usually, sometimes I print my capes in plastic for the reason that to be more lighter than this. So as you can see over here, when I put everything together, now it stays up perfectly. It doesn't move or anything like that. But before, when it was hollow, it had this really weird balancing left and right. It was moving. It wasn't standing properly up. So I fixed that problem by filling in the bottom with solid, so with epoxy resin, so that made it more stable. And I really like this magnet, and I'm gonna work on a better solution how to put the magnets in, and I'm gonna work that out, and hopefully in the future I will have a good way and simple way to do it. Now, the artist who made this, he's a really great guy. I made a collaboration with him, so I got the files from him. Go make sure check out his My Mini Factory shop. He sells lots of miniatures, and he's a really cool guy. So again, make sure you go and check him out. Okay, so that doesn't sound too good, Ron. Sorry to have a shitty experience because of a shitty doctor. Now, guys, I have a couple more Viltrumites. So I'm not sure how many of them I'm going to make in the future. But if you guys like it, and if you kind of offer it, I'm going to paint up more of them. I did really like the cartoon, so let me know, and I will see how even you guys are reacting in the chat. And we're gonna see how it's going to go. Now, for this one, I'm just gonna make it look a little bit like a cloud. So I'm gonna keep it simple, nothing too complex. In fact, I'm gonna do his base a little bit similar as I done Conquest, if you saw that. I'm gonna mostly use an white ink, and then I'm gonna use some blue ink. So these are the two that I'm going to use mainly for the cloud, and we will see how it goes, and maybe add a little bit more to it, or we'll see. Now this one, it's already cleaned down, and as you can see, you cannot see any of the scratches. I did give a clear coat, glossy clear coat of varnish on the top, and that just made it look better. Now for this one, for me here, I don't really care that it went a little bit more yellow, but just so you know, in the future as well, that the artist resin will change the color of your clear resin. So it's gonna make it a little bit more yellowish. At least the one I used. I had this for a little bit, so maybe that's why. Now I'm gonna take my detailing airbrush, mix up a little bit of this. I'm still gonna leave Jean Grey for a little bit over on the screen, and if you guys don't like it or anything, let me know. I'm just gonna remove it. Now, what I'm gonna try to do here, I don't really have a plan for it. I'm just gonna go applying some white over on the top and go from there. Now, I don't want to make it all white. I want a little bit of the clear resin to come through. Oh, hi, Jerry. How are you? How was your weekend, Jerry? Thank you, Simi. I just want to show it off to everybody who's joining in my live stream, and then I'm gonna post a video tomorrow of her on my social medias. But I wanted for you guys to see it first. So I'm really good, Jerry. Thank you really much. I had a great weekend. I didn't get 5 minutes of rest. I had to prepare all of this for today, so I had lots of sanding to do, and then I had lots of. I did fill in this cloud. I didn't like how the when I hollowed out the print, uh, NQB slicer did some artifacting inside the hollowing, so you could see it through the translucent resin. So I really didn't like that. So this is hollowed on the insides, and as this is what I was saying, Jerry, you missed it. I'm gonna say it again. So as you can see, this part over here, it's really clear resin. So this is the hollowed resin. So this is my resin, the UV resin, and then here it's a little bit more yellowish. But I filled in the hollow resin with some artist resin, the epoxy resin. And as you can see over here, these are the supports that are on the inside. But here I have the supports, but when I filled it in with the artist resin, so just disappeared. But the resin itself, it become a little bit more yellow. Usually mine, it's more white. But you can see the supports are still here. These supports are here as well, but you cannot see them. I still have to make here a hole and fill up the whole thing, but I didn't have any more resin, the epoxy resin home. So I ordered a little bit more, and then it's going to come, I think, tomorrow. So by the next live stream, I'm just going to make a hole over here and fill up the rest of the part as well. Usually I do solid pieces as well, but I didn't want to do this as a solid piece because it's really heavy. This will be as a solid piece, I think 1.5 liter, and that will make it really heavy. So I just wanted to print it out as hollowed, and then that was the plan that I'm going to fill it in. But it become a little bit more yellow. I don't mind too much because I'm going to paint over it anyway, so you're not going to see it. But if you want a clear resin, just watch out with the epoxy artist resin because it's going to make everything a little bit more yellow. And on the bottle it says that it's clear, but clearly it's not clear. And by the way, Jerry, you want to see something cool? I did make the cape with magnet, so I can remove the cape. So I put a magnet over there on the cape. I put a magnet in here. Remember, I did recut the cape. So now when I put it in, the torso doesn't fall down. So the cape stays in a place, so I don't have to glue it together when it's all said and done. So I'm quite proud of this, but I'm gonna work out even a better method to do the cape. So next time when I do Superman or anything like that, is going to be a little bit better than this. I do sell my models, guys, so I'm always thinking of how it's safer to ship the model so they don't break up during shipping. So I think this is going to work out really good with the cape if I can take it down and then the customer doesn't have to glue it together and then just attach it whenever he wants. Guys, if any of you interested in the model, I did put a link in the description. It's from Lionheart Studios, and you can find them on my mini factory. and the model is up there for sale. I think you can subscribe as well. I'm not sure. But it's a really, really cool model. I really liked it. Now, unfortunately, because I want to make this to look like a cloud, I don't want to paint the whole thing up in white. So I still want the translucent to show as much as possible. But because I'm painting translucent, sometimes you don't really see the parts. So I have to go slowly and do just the parts that I want to stand out more white. Now, guys, I hope you liked the Jean Grey. Now, I will have to stop that. So I hope if you guys didn't miss out on it. So that's gonna gone now. I'm gonna go grab my phone. Because my phone battery, it's dying. Usually, I always use my phone a little bit way more than I supposed to. And I'm gonna put it really quick on charge. And if you guys don't mind, I need a couple of seconds just to set up a couple of things. I didn't get a chance. Now, meantime, guys, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put it in the chat below. And I'm going to try to answer, of course. It has to be something 3D printing or painting related. I don't have the lottery numbers, so sorry for that. And it will take just a couple more seconds, so sorry for the delay. Now again, what I'm going to do, just keep going back a little bit and apply more white, because it's translucent resin. Sometimes it's really hard to see where you actually want to apply paint and when you want to keep the paint away. So again, I just don't want to rush it just to rush it. I want to make it properly. And here we go. And guys, thank you very much for joining my channel. Much appreciated. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So make sure you check back in. Check out my full channel as well, my main channel. I have a lots of how to paint videos. And give it a subscribe. And I assure you more of these videos will come out. And I'm going to try to do a little bit for the members as well. So if you want to support me, you can do so on my Patreon. You can be new or you can become a member on the YouTube. It's up to you. That will go everything towards my resin and needs for the 3D painting. So if you like to see more of what I'm doing, thank you very much again. And what I'm doing over here, I'm just trying to apply the white on the higher parts of the sculpt and try to leave as much of the translucent resin free as possible. I'm trying to give it as much as a cloud looking effect as possible. Like when he's taking flight or something like that. Yeah, uh, I'm gonna do that. I didn't have a time to record the video yet with Jean Grey, so that's why at the moment I just set it up in the other room. I don't want the screen to be too busy all the time as well. I just wanted to you guys can see it before I post it. Because you guys are kind of my VIPs. And now when I'm gonna come back with the blue one, but I'm gonna come back and forth with the blue and the white. So I'm gonna give it like a. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look. So we're gonna walk to this together. I never actually painted anything like similar looking to a cloud, but this is how I imagine a cloud would look like. Okay, so for this next part, I'm going to lower the pressure on the airbrush because I don't want it to push too much paint out at once. So I want it to go really, really slow with the paint. Hey, Swedish, how are you? So reducing the air pressure. And now let's see. I just want to add really just some fine lines at the start and then see how it goes. Now, this is a little bit tricky because I don't want to add too much blue, but in the same time, if you don't do a bit more, then it's not going to stand out in a way. It's a little bit tricky. How was your weekend, Swedish? Did you have a nice weekend? You get some time to rest, spend time with the family? And how about you guys? Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything interesting, or just had hopefully a good rest for the this week, or maybe on holiday? You have slept a lot, yeah. That's always the best choice when you can do it. Unfortunately, I feel that lately I get less and less sleep, and that's kind of started to show. Sometimes I'm really, really tired, so I will have to stop taking it a little bit more serious and go in bed on time. I've been up lately for long hours, and that doesn't help at all. Now here I'm going to go back and forth with the white and the blue. There's going to be a little bit of a kind of build up between the two colors. Okay, I think this will do with the blue, and I'm coming back with the white, and then again I'm going to change between the two of them and just keep building up to the color that I want it to be. Nice. I'm gonna go and check it out after the live stream. Definitely. You see, Swedish, with this hobby, you always learn something new. Now you're learning to edit a little bit videos as well. Which, who knows, maybe one day is going to come handy. Okay, and now, as I mentioned, I'm going to come back with the white and just go over some of the blue a little bit here and there. So all the blue is out. And now starting again with the white. And now with the white, I don't want to overtake the blue, so I have to be a little bit careful. It's just making the blue not as strong as it is at the moment. This will take some patience to do. I never said it's going to be easy. Hey Bean, how are you? I didn't see you for ages, Bean. I hope all goes well. I knew you were on holiday, so probably you did something nice. And you didn't spend the whole holiday painting Bumblebee. Oh, so back to work now. I hope you had an amazing holiday and you did get the chance to rest up a little bit. Because that's all that matters in the end of the day, if you get some rest, because when you go back to work, it's just going to be really, really strange at the start, but I'm pretty sure you know that till you get used to it. So if you lock and you get some rest, then it will be a little bit easier, I will say. Okay, and this is so far how the cloud is going to look. I'm thinking to add another color to it, but I'm not sure about it. I was thinking to add a little bit of a gray to the cloud as well, but that can take away from it a bit, and then it will cover more the translucent resin, which I'm specifically using the inks, so they are not as not covering as much up as a normal paint will. Funny that you say that, Bean, because that's exactly what I did with this base. So I painted it up as hollow, but the Anycubic slicer done some artifact inside when I hollowed it out. So you can even really like see through it. So I did add some epoxy resin on the inside because I wanted it to be a little bit more heavy as well, so it's not as flimsy, because the statue with the cape will be really heavy. So literally, that's what I did. I added some resin, epoxy resin, to it to make it a little bit heavier and take away that weird artifacting as well from the inside, because you can actually see it, and I really didn't like it. Now here, what I'm doing, if you're asking yourself, I'm just spraying over a little bit over the blue, just to remove a little bit of the strength of the paint. Yeah. Now I have to say one thing, Bean, just you know it as well. With the translucent resin, I did use crystal clear epoxy resin, but it just went a little bit yellow. Not too much, but a little bit more than I would like it. But because it will be covered up anyway with paint, I didn't really mind it. But it's good to know, if you want to do a solid clear resin, to know that the one I used, at least, did turn it a little bit yellowish. So I didn't like too much that far. But otherwise, because I'm painting it up, it was okay for me this time. Okay, and I will call this done. Just small burst of white paint here and there. I don't want to do too much. I just want to not be the blue as strong as it is at the moment. And I hope when I adding the glossy varnish, the translucent piece will make a difference. Because otherwise, it was no point painting this in translucent. So this is the piece so far. So I'm going to add some clear varnish to it, and this will be glossy varnish. I'm just going to clean out the airbrush. I got the one that the casting resin that it was 40 minutes. I'm using the artist one again. This time, before I was using the polyurethane casting resin, which those ones have some of them they have a curing time of 8 minutes or 4 minutes. Just look on the site where you're buying it, being because where I'm buying from, they have different curing times, so that's another thing as well. Maybe just try to find one that has a little bit more work time, and it will be easier to work with it. I did have the fast curing one, the same as you. That just had a couple of seconds. This one, the one I bought now, because when I was moving around, so I didn't want the bubbles to get stuck in here, kind of a way. So the 40 minutes was really good for me. Yeah, Now I noticed a small something inside here, so let me see what it is. Okay, it fall out. I don't know what was. Okay, and there are now before I apply the varnish, the clear varnish on this base, I will try to dry a little bit the paint on it. So make sure that when I applying the varnish, the paint it's kind of dried up. And two or more of those things did appear. I think there are pieces of some leftovers from the cleaning up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a brush and just apply a little bit of the white over there where those pieces were. I don't know how they got there. When I was painting them up, I didn't see it, so that's the strange part of it. Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. So, Ron, tell me a secret. Are you going to stream today or are you going to stream tomorrow? I know you today you went to the doctor, so you could be a little bit off. And I noticed that you streamed yesterday and I watched your video. I didn't finish watching it. I'm still maybe 10% left of it. So after my live stream, I'm going to go back and finish it. Max is looking really good so far. I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy when you start painting it up. I know it's something that it's from your childhood, so that's always nice to go back and remember those times when you had your first comic, your first statue, or you come across a different comic, something more different. By the way, this piece is really, really heavy. and I will have to add a little bit more resin to it. So this is, it's a quite big base, but it's not as big as my other bases. But I think it's one of the heaviest bases I have. And you can see, guys, over here as well, this is the part that it's missing the resin. So I'm going to drill a hole over here and just going to pour it in, let it dry. It dries quite fast, about 14 minutes, more or less. So I will have to do that. And now I'm going to add some varnish to this. The question is better than the army painter? Because in the end of the day, it matters how good is the primer. I always say that the primer is the most important part of the paint, because if you have a bad primer and you have to do some cleanup or some correction on your paint, and if you have a bad primer, that will give you some really hard times. And I'm talking like in proper experience. I did come across some really bad primers, so that's one of the reasons that I mostly using the Citadel Black, which I know it's not cheap, it's expensive, but uh, it's the best primer out there for the moment. I didn't come across anything better, and I'm willing to try out other primers, of course. I'm not that type of guy that I'm gonna just stick with Citadel because that's the best. But for the moment, that primer was the ideal primer for me. Even if it's a little bit overpriced, unfortunately. I mean, Citadel, I don't see them dropping the price anytime soon. Everything that's Citadel, it's usually quite expensive. Okay, so I'm going to take the hair dryer again and just dry up a little bit this glossy varnish. I want to see today, Ron, if you do live stream, if you see any major difference between the Army Painter Matte Black and between the new primer, the what's called Kaleido. Ron, can I ask you a favor to do on live stream? Just take a part that doesn't have any like details, like something that is straight, and then hit it with the sandpaper. I want to see if the sandpaper makes the primer kind of like peel away on both of them, on the Caildo, Calais, I can't pronounce the name now. You know which one, the new one, and between the army painter. That's nice, Bean. Okay, can't wait to see. I don't know, guys. Glossy varnish doesn't look like clouds to me. Should I make it a matte varnish? I don't know. Glossy varnish just looks weird as clouds. What do you think? have a really ultra matte. So this matte that I have here, this is like really, really matte. This is the most matte varnish that exists out there. I never found anything more matte than this. It's crazy. And it's from the AK. I'm gonna apply this and see how it goes. I can always reapply the glossy varnish if I don't like it. But I'm telling you guys, if you want something to be matte, this is your varnish. Oh yeah, this looks better. Yeah, yeah. The already over here is drying and it looks like proper. Yeah. Now, guys, I'm not sponsored by AK anything like that, and whoever uses this and when they come back to me and say like, yeah, that's the most matte varnish that exists out there. It's like if you ever need a matte varnish, have one of these in your house and you will not regret it. Trust me. So let's do the whole thing, cover it up, and this is going to look way better matte than this shiny glossy varnish that I did apply first. So I'm just gonna apply it everywhere now. So this is ultra matte. But I think it will be equivalent with flat maybe. But on the bottle says ultra matte. Here on it's flat, but on the bottle says ultra matte. Okay, so I cannot tell people to buy flat matte AK varnish because that doesn't exist. So I have to say to buy the ultra matte varnish from AK because that's the name of it. So you see, but it's a flat. That would be technically, but they call it ultra matte. For this, like the sand has more shininess to it than the. If that makes sense. Ah, okay. Okay, and now I have to do the bottom part of it because that didn't get the matte varnish yet. Ooh. And that's how I'm going to break my working bench. Dropping this a couple of times on it. With the weight that this one has, it will break it in no time. Okay, I just want to set this down, but some of the varnish went under it, so I don't want the varnish to glue to the paper towel. So Ron, what I was trying to tell you earlier. So you see, I have this Aka varnish, and this is matte. So this is just matte varnish, and yes, this does reflect some light. But this one is the Aka Ultra Matte Varnish. It doesn't say flat, but it's a flat. But this is the Ultra, that's what it's called. So that's why I keep saying Ultra Matte. So if somebody's interested in it, they can look up Ultra Matte, because if they like to pick up a flat varnish from AK, they don't have it. So that was the whole mystery behind the varnish, guys. And again, if any of you have any questions and you would like to ask it, just put it in the chat. And you just join in, you're very welcome. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We're trying to grow the channel, so make sure you share it with your friends and family. I live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it's usually at 7 o'clock. That will be London time. But I'm pretty sure you can figure that one out. What is your current time zone? So hope to see you on the next live streams as well. Now I finished the base, so I'm going to let it dry. I did a flat varnish on it, which will be an ultra matte from AK, as you can see over here, and it's already looking better. Now it still has to dry in a couple of places, so I'm not going to touch it too much, but it does look better than before, so I'm happy how it looks now. So I just had to let it dry a bit, and then this is done. Now on the bottom of this, I'm going to put some felt on it, and I've been doing that with the felt on all my models for the last, I would say, 3 years. And I have to say, it does give a nice finished look to it. So if you want to make your models look a little bit more premium and don't scratch up your furniture or wherever you display it, just take one of those doubles, like on the other side has the tape, and the main side has the felt, and they are really nice. I don't have a piece currently on me, so I can't show it to you, but I'm gonna do that really soon, so you're gonna see it then. Now, I'm going to paint up the arms, the fists. So these are going to be red. And then I'm going to paint up the face. Usually I leave the head the last one, but I did have a line on his face. I did try to remove it. I just want to paint it up to see if I can see it, because if I do see it, then I will have to repaint it, unfortunately. I don't like to leave my faces in special with the line going across. So today I'm going to work a little bit out of order. And again, guys, if you like the model, you can find it on my mini factory, the Lionheart Studios. I put a link in the description as well, so make sure you check it out. And it's a really nice model. I highly recommend it. I did had to do some small adjustments to the some of the cuts. So I'm going to talk to the artist, to the owner of the model, and see if you want to adjust it as well. I think it's a little bit better the way I did it. But that's near here or there. So again, it's an amazing model. If you like it, go and support the artist. Oh, hi Payne, how are you? Ah, nah, don't worry, man. You're welcome anytime. And all of you guys, usually don't you worry, just join in. Enjoy the live stream. That's why we're here for the end of the day. So thank you much, everybody. Redoing my base in Slicer to have different cutouts for batteries, wires. What base is this for? Which model? Oh, okay. So at the moment you're not doing the Punisher. Is that a little bit later, or you working on both of them? Now, Payne, I'm pretty sure you know that, but I will give you advice. Take your time, don't rush it. Make sure you do it as you want it. Then rushing to finish it up, and then you're gonna have regrets that you didn't give it the right amount of time. That's always the worst. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of makes sense then. And for the gloves, I'm going to use this Mephisto Rad from Citadel. So this is going to be the base color. And here they are. And again, I'm working a little bit backwards on this model at the moment. Oh, hi Trex, how are you? So nice of you to join again. At the moment, I'm working on an Omni-Man from Invincible. And usually I work from the base up, but I didn't have a chance to clean up the feet yet. So I kind of skipped a little bit. So I went straight for the glove and for the portrait. Actually, let me check something really quick. Oh, so it's all red. So, okay. That's his. Okay, and I'm going to hit this with a little bit of the hair dryer at the moment. How are you these days, track mods? What are you working currently on, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't mute my mic, but I did the noise reduction in my OBS. So every time, if I don't talk, the mic will not pick up the hair dryer. So as soon as I start talking, you're gonna hear the hair dryer. But if I don't talk, then you're not gonna hear the hair dryer. So I'm just gonna give you an example right now. As you can see over here, I'm pretty sure you can hear the hair dryer as well. But as soon as I start talking, the hair dryer goes away. So yeah, I did play a little bit around with the in OBS with the noise reduction, and then I'm using the NVIDIA noise reduction as well. So at the moment there are two, because you can apply filters almost on your mic. I'm keep thinking track mods to do some models, like proper models as well, but 3D printed models, and then paint them up. I was thinking to try something new out. So I was thinking to do, I don't know, something from Halo, like a spaceship, or I don't know, even maybe Star Wars, Star Trek. I don't know. I'm gonna see, but I was thinking to do something different on the channel as well, just to see how it goes. By the way, track mods, are all your models like kits, and then you kit bash them, or like you 3D print parts as well? I never knew if you 3D print anything. So, guys, this artist that made this model is really, really good. This is the first model from him that I come across and I painted up. So this is the first time I'm working with him as well. But he put so many details in the muscle of him. So I want to show that one off. So I'm going to spend some time painting him up. I'm not going to rush at all because I want to bring everything out. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I knew that you do most of the kit bash by hand, but I wasn't sure if you. I do follow you guys on Hobby Time, but I wasn't sure. I don't always get the time to join in, unfortunately, because I always have something to do. I wasn't sure if you do anything 3D printed or it's just you doing by hand kit bashing. But that's really cool, dude, because your work it's amazing. So kudos to you. I did see the stuff that you do by hand, and I'm quite handy. I don't know if I can reach that level, but I'm pretty sure you have some couple of years behind you as well. So you've been doing this for a while, I presume. Presume. Oh, you're back Swedish. So did your video go up? So I'm gonna use this red wash from Citadel, and I'm gonna do all the shadows in the muscle, and I'm going to do it with the brush because I want to do it really nicely. So I'm gonna spend some time on this because the guy sculpted this is really, really amazing. He put so much details inside the muscles, and I really, really like it. So I just want to do justice to this. So I'm gonna spend a little bit of an extra time and give some well-deserved love to this model. Also, yeah, not that long. I was thinking a little bit more than that, but yeah, you do some amazing work. And if you don't mind me asking you, track mods, where are you buying your kits from? Do you have a certain page? 'Cause I'm pretty sure there are groups out there for that type as well. And I would like to look into it a bit to see what's out there. So, or just you just buy commercial kits, or you buy it from specific vendors or sites. If you don't mind sharing a bit. Okay, but dude, you do some amazing work. I have to say that you're quite crafty. Okay. And did you ever think of trying out? Again, it's not a cheap hobby, and probably you don't want it at the moment. But in the future, maybe would did you ever think of going in 3D printing something, or you want to stay away from it? It's not something that you see yourself doing. That's nice. So, guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm just doing the deepest part of the sculpt and just trying to give a little bit of a depth to the sculpt. The artist made an amazing work, so I will try to show that as much of as possible. Now this is a 1/6 scale model that I'm doing, but the original it's a 1/10. So I had to upscale it a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's quite easy to do as long as know what you're doing. Oh, that's cool. So you're from Canada. I didn't even know that, Trax. Sorry. I was just talking yesterday to somebody. We had like a kids meetup with the parents in the park, and they just recently came back from Canada. She's from Canada, and they were saying that how expensive everything over there is. And yeah, so I believe you. They were saying that they will actually not go back now to Canada because it's just life. It's too expensive over there. Sorry to hear that, by the way. Some jobs are really, really hard to maintain these days. Uh, my profession, kind of way, it's gone as well. I could not make a living, like a proper living out of it. I could do some money out of it, but not a proper living. And I did try, and then I said it's not worth it. But yeah, most of the jobs, like old jobs back in the days, now these days are just harder and harder to do. And at one point, you ask yourself, it's even worth it for the money. So I do get that. Sorry, I was not laughing at you, Trax. I was laughing at Jerry. Yeah, that kind of sucks a little bit. But Jerry, you as soon as the boss left, it was like it's time to go home. That sucks in a way, Trax. But the stuff that you do, it's really really cool. So guys, make sure that you check out Trax Mode channel and Hobby Times Modelers as well. They're doing some group builds. It's really really cool, and the guys are doing fantastic work over there. So make sure that you check them out, especially if you're interested in Star Trek. Trackmans does some really really cool and awesome stuff. So make sure you check him out. Make sure you check out the 3D painter. He's been going to live stream later on today. He's painting up a really really cool comic character. So if you have some time after my live stream, go and check him out. He's going to stream in about around an hour. So you still have some time. Don't leave yet. And make sure you check out the Swedish Forge. He's going to have up a life-size Spider-Man video on his channel as well. And then we have the Bean 3D, the Grumpy Old Vat, who is going to start posting a really cool Batman, which I hope he painted up this weekend. because he was all by himself. So he said that he's going to work as much as possible on him. No pressure, Jerry, at all. And who else? The old painter man, Chris. He has a really cool channel as well. He's a little bit new to the community, but he does amazing work. So make sure that you check his channel out. I'm pretty sure if you are into this hobby, you know Ground Affected. Go and give him a like if you don't have him yet, but that will be almost impossible. And if I forget somebody, I'm sorry, guys. I've been focusing a bit over here on the paint, and I'm currently on autopilot. That's so nice. Omni-Man is pretty chill. As long as he has a chick. As long as he can hit that booty, he's a cool guy. I think I missed a part over here. Yes, I did. Let me finish this one up. Hey guys, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. At the moment, I'm painting up Omni-Man. And this statue, you can find it in the description on Lionheart Studios. Let me check that. Do I call the name correctly out? Lionheart Forge, not Studio. Yes, I was calling it wrong. Lionheart Forge. So sorry for that, because usually all the names are finishing with studios. So for some reason, yeah. So it's Lionheart Forge, and I have it in the description down below. So if you're interested in the model, when he does lots of miniature models as well. So if you're interested in anything, go and support him. He's a really cool dude. This is my first time working with him, and I did reach out. This is a really cool model. I really like it. He done some really awesome sculptures on the muscles and on the body anatomy. I really like it. It's not your everyday, big Patreon sculpts. Has a little bit small here defects. I'm going to give him some feedback. So he's gonna probably fix those really shortly. He's a really cool dude. So go and check out his work. And if you like what he's doing, hey, support him. It's one of those guys that in long term he's going to do better and better, and I can see this in his work. He's really good. Okay, so I'm just sometimes check to see the shadows. Before sometimes you don't really see them through the magnifying glass. Sometimes you just have to sit back a little bit and then see it from a little bit further away. Okay, this is done. Let's go back and just double check this one as well, the other fist. And again, this sculpture, it has lots of details in the muscles. I really like. I think this is the 10th time keep saying the same thing, but I do like the model. Okay, and this is done as well. And you don't have audio anymore. You guys, everybody else can hear me, right? If you don't mind putting inside the chat. It's just Jerry, I think, cannot hear me. Guys, if nobody says anything, I'm gonna take it that nobody can hear me. So at least if one of you can hear me, just say yes in the chat. If you don't want to say anything else, just say yes. Anyone? Perfect, we hear you. That's great. Okay, so maybe Jerry has something disabled in his settings. Sorry for that. Oh, I forgot to clean out my airbrush. Okay, and I have to use a different red ink because the one I use usually it's really strong. So let me see. This is pink and this is red. The other red I have, it's really, really strong, so I'm gonna use one of these heads as a dummy. I'm gonna put some flow improver inside as well. Yeah, this red is too strong as well, and it's an ink, but way too strong. Okay, maybe this way it will actually work. So let me see. If not, I can always repaint the head with the base color. And this is a bit stronger than I would like it. So I hope Jerry got a chance to fix his problem with the audio. I know how much sucks when somebody's talking and you cannot hear them. Okay, the blue is done. And now I'm gonna go over to yellow. Okay, now this has the yellow, has the red, and has the blue on him. So now I'm just gonna leave it dry. I don't want to do too much in a really short time. And then I'm going to seal it up, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of a detailing on the face. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the Racklin flash shade in the deepest part of the sculpt. And I'm just gonna go with that one ahead, like slowly. This will be more a slower process. And then I'm gonna come back after I done that and maybe do a little bit of a highlights here and there, not too much, but just a little bit. And again, I just want to point it out, guys. This is a 1.6 scale, and because the model was so small, I didn't want to make it too big. But now I kind of feel bad that I didn't make it bigger. I supposed to go between the 1/5 scale that I usually do. This model, it's really nice. Again, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's an amazing model. So I'm going to clean out the airbrush before I forget again. Then dry it up a little bit with the hair dryer. And guys, thank you very much for joining in. Much appreciated. Make sure that you hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. And if you have some time left after this, in about a half hour, our good friends, the 3D painter, is going to start up his live stream, and he's doing a really cool comic character, which I don't want to spoil. So you go and check it out for yourself. And I'm just gonna keep going and working on Omni-Man from Invincible. If you're interested in the model, again, the file, you can find the files in the My Mini Factory, and it's in the description, so you can find it down. Go and check it out. And I'm live streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure that you check back in if you want to see the progress. Now, guys, if you have any questions, please leave it in the chat, and I will try to answer on it as much as possible. Now, usually I do work from the bottom up, only on this model, because on the feet I still had some couple of things to take care, so I'm working a little bit randomly. But usually I like to work from the bottom up, so I do base, legs, feet, legs, torso, arms, hands. Depends on the cut as well. And then usually the head is the last thing. Now with this one, I did work a little bit differently because I mentioned I didn't finish the feet, cleaning it up, and I didn't want to do it on the live stream. So when we come back next time, that will be the main focus. For now, I'm just giving a clear coat just to protect my work, what I did so far. It's almost, if you play video games, this will be your safe game. And trust me, you want to do this as often as possible. Sometimes the smallest mistake can really come back and ruin your work in a really bad way. So always try to apply a clear varnish whenever it's possible. Okay, and for the moment, this is done. So next time I'm going to do a little bit of a deep shadowing, and then we will see how he's looking with the shadows. At the moment, looks really good. I'm happy how it came out so far. But after doing the shadowing on his face, we will see and maybe do some highlights. So at the moment, I'm gonna call him Don for now. And guys, I'm going to show off again the cape if anybody's interested to see it. Now, uh, at the moment, the files that you're going to buy, they are not the ones I have. So I did change these ones out. I did carve out, this was one piece here. So it was cut across like a straight cut. But I did do the carve out over here. And I did install a magnet on the back of the torso, as you can see over here. And then I installed a magnet on the cape. And now the cape, it's magnetic. So it holds up the statue so it doesn't fall down, as you can see. Now I'm going to work a little bit more on this and in the future maybe have a better plan for this, but it looks really, really cool. And usually I don't like big capes. Usually Omni-Man has a smaller cape somewhere here, but I really, really like this one. And I didn't do a cape for some time, so I'm looking forward to it. So I think this cape will take some time to finish it up. So yeah, but I'm really happy with the magnetic cape. I never saw anyone doing it before, so I'm trying to show it off a little bit over here. And I think it's going to look really, really cool. Now again, the cape, because has already the keys that goes in, the magnet is just over there to hold the cape so it doesn't slide out, so it doesn't fall down. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So my next live stream, I'm going to paint his feet up first, and then gonna start applying some colors on Omni-Man as well. He's mostly white and red, but as you can see, guys, over here on the details on the muscles, they are really, really cool. So I just want to make it justice to it, and then just to bring it out a little bit more as well. Again, the model on the website at the moment has the cut over here across. So I'm gonna talk to the artist, and maybe he's going to redo it, or I don't know. I'm going to give him my files, maybe the cut I did. We will see. At the moment, I don't know if he updated the model, but this is how I made it. So yeah. Now, thanks everybody for joining in. Much appreciated. And don't forget that Ron is going to start his live stream in about a half hour. So make sure to go and check out the 3D painter. And I hope to see you on the next one. I'm live streaming Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock. That's London time. So I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. And thanks again for coming, and hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye. Or enjoy.